Hello and welcome back to Survival Challenge. Right, we are just arriving at the shop, as you can see, with the weeder, and you're thinking, mate, what are you doing? You just bought this? Well, let me explain. I've had a week with weeders and sprayers, blimey. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to sell this weeder. Now, the reason being is every time I go to weed, I think, oh, I'm doing a good thing. This is very nice, very, very good that I'm weeding, not spraying, because, you know, with the weeding, it's just the one machine. You buy it, you do the job, and it's done. However, every single time I've gone about doing the weeding, I end up having needing a hoe in the field for medium weeds. Right, so let's just pop down very quickly here while we're here, just to show you. So this one, we did all the weeding, but it still says that it's, sorry, not medium, but partial. So there's partial weeds in, which requires a hoe, at minimum, not a weeder. Now this field does require weeding, but I've popped into it, and it also says weeds medium. So in this case, we did remove the small weeds in our canola field, and it still requires weeding in the form of a hoe, which, when you don't de-weed, you do lose value on the crop. You lose yield. It might not show here in the yield bonus, but it definitely will show once we harvest. So the same would apply to our rye as well. So without even faffing with the weeding of this field, I'm going to go straight in with a sprayer. Now you're thinking, Grumbles, mate, come on. What? How are you going to get a sprayer for cheaper than a weeder? Well, I'll bloody show you right now, actually, how I'm doing it. So, I suppose the first thing we could do, let's see how much this is going to cost us. So, if we look at this, it's $32.49, and that, so we did pay, we're losing a bit of value on it because we did use it a couple times, but let's repaint it just to get a bit of extra value. So we're at $35.17. Now I'm going to show you what I want to buy to replace it. Let's check the sales. Oh, just tractors that I can't afford. Okay. Anyways, we'll go down to sprayers here. So we've got all these, nothing, no, impossible, but this one is possible because the price is right. This one, I mean, if we were starting from absolutely nothing, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not real. It's real, but it's not really what we want to use. This would be cool, maybe in the future, but this one is very nicely priced for us, $14.50. So what we'll do is we'll take $14.50 off of that 3,517. So we're left with 2,067. And yeah, so let's quickly just change around some colors here. That is not green. That is not green at all. For herbicide, what's a good colour for herbicide? Red? I guess it would match the Massey as well. Can we go for a bit of a darker red? Yeah, that's good. That's good. That looks very survival challengey. It looks quite vintage, to be honest, but it is perfect for what we need. The lance height. Oh, I see. Default was 3. I'm going to go with 2. And then we can always change it if we need. So it's got a nice width, 8 meters, that's fine. Better than our other thing, than the weeder that we had. So let's go ahead and buy this for $14.50. Wonderful. Now we will go to here, and this is where it can get expensive because you're paying $2,400 for herbicide. So if we were to buy this, it would be over the cost of having the weeder. But we're not going to buy that because this is something I've had here for a while and haven't used it yet, is our small herbicide tank, which is absolutely amazing to have. Very class mod this, to be able to buy a smaller version of these tanks for this exact reason. So if we take our, we're at 2,067, and we remove another 1,200 pounds, that leaves us with 867 pounds, which means we are actually up money based on the sale of the weeder, which we're doing right now. Consider it sold. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. So we've made money today, and we are going to get some weeding done as well, proper weeding. So this is a very eco-friendly herbicide, if that is possible. But yes, it is, because we have it. That's what we're going to say. So I don't know if we'll need to... I didn't check the capacity of the sprayer here, but if it's 1,000, that would be brilliant. Of course it's not 1,000. But we do have this with us, so we can load it up. Now, is that too high? No, I suppose that's alright. If we unfold it... Yeah, that's a good height, I think. Right. Won't faff with that just yet. Let's get nice and lined up here with that. There we go, it kind of counterbalances everything, so now we can head back with our new setup, back to the farm, and honestly, we might as well do the other field again, the one that we weeded. I know it's technically doing it again, which a waste of time, really. We will do the other field first, but I would like to get into our canola field that we've already once weeded, or de-weeded, and give it a proper spraying, so that we have no weeds at all, and we get maximum yield out of it, which of course we want to do with all of our fields. So, right, we'll take the long, slow journey back to the farm. We'll see you when we get there. Alright, we have made it back to the farm, and now we need a place to put our herbicide. Where is a safe place? I don't want to really put it near anything, which is not very useful. Let's see if we can stick around the back here, actually. It would be good to have a small shed for these kinds of things as well, even if it's just out the way here a bit against this wall. Should be fine. We may even need it sooner than later, I'm not too certain, so let's just get that removed. There we are. Go over here and get some spraying done. Right. Alright, so start on this side and we'll just see how we get on. I should have a look to see how it is for weeding. We are still rolling here. Stop rolling. Should be able to get in no problem. Beautiful. So yes, it does require a bigger version than the weeder, so the hoe. But yes, we are going to spray on. Hopefully it doesn't go too quickly. It's going alright. It's very, very difficult to see. But I think we should be fine. It is doing the business. I mean, it is working. We're doing 12 kph, which is what the weeder said it could do, and it never did achieve that unless we were heading downhill. But at least we are fully clearing the weeds out of the field. So happy days for that. And in fact, we might as well do this field and that field in a quick time lapse. Right, well I think we have pretty much got the job done, which is really good. Let's have a quick look at the map. So yeah, there's a few bits here and there scattered, but really not a big problem. It looks much better than it did before, especially the other field, because it will have been done just once. Well, this one we had to do a couple of times. Some of the weeds are still quite small to see. Like I'm seeing now that there are a few. You catch them in the light, the right angle, and then you can see them. So yes, we did use just over 300 litres of the 1,000 that we have for our fields, but they are fully de-weeded. No faffing about, no weeding about. There is a small section there and maybe there that I'll go back and get. So I'll do that very quickly and then we'll crack on. Right, well here we are overlooking our beautiful fields of canola and rye and the mountains and the sky and the clouds, and it's just a beautiful day, but we have nothing left to do. Now yes, we do have eco-rubbish scattered about, but I want to try something a bit different and I've had a thought of what to do. So I am going to look at contracts. Now here's where things will get a bit interesting and a bit different to something I've ever done before, sort of. So we'll put details on and we'll have a look at what we have nearby. So we have a field here that needs to be harvested, obviously not going to happen. The leasing rule that I have for this series applies to this as well. We cannot lease any kit to do a contract. However, I have a couple of inexpensive alternatives to this problem, really. So as you can see down here, 5 and 7 are two fields that need to be cut and dried for hay. 6 is out of the question because that requires creating silage, and we just don't have the capacity for that. Now, for 5 and 7, I want to show you something that I did have a look at and see that both 5 and 7 do require going to the animal dealer. Both of them. The animal dealer is right there. So, my thinking is, if I'm cheeky enough to do this, I'm not going to bale the hay, but hopefully transport it loose to the sell point. Now I'm kind of taking a chance with this, but it is worth it. So I'm going to go ahead, before these are done, I'm going to accept both of these contracts. Now I'm going to accept 7 first because it does pay the best, and I'll go and accept 5 as well. Now that we have both of those accepted, we can get them done. Oh, that's very interesting. Why? How? Very interesting. Well, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Yeah, look at that. It says... Weird. So, okay. Right. I don't know what to make of that, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I don't know why that would say that. Field 7. Let's just pop down there. Field 7 is... right over here. Says it's been delivered already. I haven't even cut the grass. Well, okay, whatever, that's fine. So 7 is here, 5 is over there. Let us look at our options. So alright, I'll show you what I'm on about, because I do remember adding in a few mods, and here they are. So we've got these 4 small, very small riding mowers and 1 push mower. Now, if you look at the width of them all, we have 0.5 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, and 1.4 meters. Speed-wise, this one is also the fastest. It's also the most expensive. It does... Let's see. Right, so these two... This one may have a bag attachment, as does, I think, this one. But this one has the actual back bag attachment with 1,000 litre capacity, which is pretty good. The 3,500, that's just unrealistic. We're not even going to consider that. But it does hold all these things, which is really good. This is, in effect, a very inexpensive loading wagon. Yes, it is only 1,000 litres, but if we can manage to deliver 1,000 litres at a time, I can't see it being all that slow of a job. So, now I know we've got to put a few things together here price-wise. So if we were to, let's say we look at this, at all of the options we have, probably go with the BKTs, as you do. We don't need to add any extra price. We'll even keep the Husqvarna orange and all that as well. It looks really nice. And we can do a bit of grass work on our own area when we have the time and the grass to do it. But for now, I think this is an interesting buy, because it's so inexpensive and it's worth a try, and we'll get this and then some back from the contract just like that. The only problem is that any other fields doing this sort of job will be very difficult to do. So that's kind of the risk I'm taking, and I am taking a risk with this, especially since we are trying to get as much money as possible, but we have the option to do some contracts here. So very likely we might be able to get away with it. And the other thing is those areas, I'll just show you as well, how the bloody hell am I going to get a baler in here, right? How? You can't. So if I can use the loading wagon bit, again air quotations for loading wagon because it's simply a bag on the back of a riding mower, then we can just deliver it right down the road. Hello animal dealer down there. But this opens us the options for doing these kind of baling contracts along the highway with our baler. You see? So for those ones we can do the baling and get it delivered with the lorry. Brilliant. But these two should be fairly easy to do. So first things first, we have the mower. So I'm just going to do a few quick calculations. So let's call it £2,600, which is, yeah, it's going to put us under 10,000, but that's fine. We also need a tedder. Now I'm going to take a chance and not faff with a row, although we do have this one if we do need, which is very inexpensive, but I want to try and do it without needing a row. The areas are small, so I'm hoping that it should be fine, but we'll see. Tedder-wise here, we have a few options. As you can see, there are a few very inexpensive options. I did add some in. So even if we get one to start, so this one's 25. The cheapest one is this one. And it is not as wide as that. I still think I would go for that one, though. Is it the extra £500? You see, that's the trouble there. Well, I feel like... Oh, actually, this is the one I think I'm using on vintage anyway, so it would be good to use something a bit different. And eventually even look into one of these ones, or even just a bigger version of these, which would be ideal, which probably that one would be. So I think we'll opt for this one. I know it's the cheapest option. It's a bit smaller, but it's fine. I'm feeling good about this one. Because this one, although it is a bit bigger and that, I'm a bit concerned that it might not fit in the area. So this would be the one. So we have our 2,600 plus our 2,000. That puts us at £4,600, which is almost paying... One contract will kind of pay for that and then some. But if we can do other contracts in the future, my, we'll be very well set. I would say so. Right. First thing we're going to do is buy this kit. So we need to go to mowers... Go to here. Oh, right, we have to consider that. Oh, it's only £329. So total is just shy of £5,000 for all that. I think we're going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. So, mowers, we'll go to the Husqvarna. We'll get this. And it's something, I'm trying it. I'm trying something. This is an opportunity for us to see how well this does go. So, it could go terribly wrong. But it's something a bit different. So, let's buy it. There we go, purchase has been made, combinations, and I know this, we do have the cheeky options, but I'm going to keep it at the base level, because we're not that bloody cheeky. Not for this, at least. So, right, we have those things. We'll pick up the tedder later. We'll start with these items, and I suppose we almost, you know what we could do, is we could get the lorry down. I think I'll do that. I think I'll bring the truck down. Look at that. I love it. Oh, that's so good. Oh yeah, it sounds like a proper riding mower as well. So I think I'll bring the truck down and load it on to the back of it with our Kubota there. So we'll see you back here in a moment. Right, here we are at the shop. Now, I really don't know if this is going to work or not, so I do hope it is. If not, I'm sure that the shop owners can help us out here. How we're going to get it off at the place is a bit of a mystery, but we'll sort that out when we get there. So let's get into the Kubota. This will be a bit telling as how this works. Oh my. Oh, wow. Very handy indeed. Right, so I think... So I'm going to do a bit of adjusting here, because now that we're here with this, I might as well put the tedder on as well. and get it loaded on so that we don't have to come all the way down here with the Massey. I think that's the best option. Nice, okay, so that's good there. So we'll just get off. Oh, hello. Don't want to flip it. Oh, bloody hell. It's alright, we can adjust it. We can adjust it. So we'll do that, and then we'll buy a tedder as well. Wonderful, just like that. So we'll get that strapped in, all strapped in, and let's buy our tedder. So we'll go down here to tedders and £2,000. As free as possible, please. Yeah, anything that costs extra is no good. We'll go with the black. The white seems a bit too pronounced, and yeah, anyways. £2,000 purchase. So again, this could be an absolutely horrendous plan. But I don't care. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it out and see what happens with it. Because, as I say, if we can do other contracts as well, then I think we'll be okay money-wise when it comes time to buying some new land. And if we play our cards right, we might even be able to afford the land that we want to buy, not the one we can afford to buy. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, we might be really... This might really help out the farm. And as I said, I've been very effective and efficient, rather effective. Everything I've been doing has been very effective due to the efficiency at the farm, where we're done. We have nothing else we can do except wait for lettuce to grow and chickens to lay eggs, really, and the bees to produce their bee juice. So we shall see what happens with all that. Oh, nope. Oh, nope, nope, nope again. Oh, are you serious? Hello, there we go. Right, we'll see you at the contract field. Right, here is field number 1. Well, field number 7, but yes, you know what I mean. Let's see how this is going to go. Yes, a very nice chap actually helped me to get off the mower and the tedder as well. Very nice. There's loads of people around. He was very nice to help. Anyways, so we do not want to activate the loading wagon because we want to do that with hay, not grass. So let's move over to the mower. We will lower it down and fire it up. And we are cutting grass. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. That's a big swath. Okay. So, yeah, we'll try and get as close here to the... Oh, wow. Bloody hell. It's very responsive. I'm very pleased I also went with the smaller tedder because of that tree there. We don't want to miss any grass if we don't have to. So, I don't understand how it's said for this contract that it's already been delivered but not done. So, I don't know what that means. I'm going to still try and deliver it, and maybe we'll get a little cheeky bonus, which would be very nice indeed. I almost feel like first person would be perfect for this. There we go. Oh, wow. Yes, I feel this is much better in first person. It's a bit... well, hang on. Let's see how we're doing for space there. Oh, really, really good. Yeah, first person is the absolute best option for this. Look at that. Oh, this is very cool. I'm very pleased about this. I'll just remove that. We don't need that. I think this job will be very quick. Will be done very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I will do... I kind of want to do both. I kind of want to do both fields at once. Like, just to go over to the other one, get it cut as well. But I think I might try and get this one just done and dealt with first, just to see how the process goes. I don't even know if we can... I don't even know if it'll work. We might have to bail it in the end, so I haven't fully figured that out yet either. So we'll just go around, we'll get this done. I'll probably head back to the farm though, get the Massey, and get the tedding done, so we can at least get one contract done before we crack on to the next one. But I am going to check to see the contract progression. Okay, very interesting. Well, yeah, I'll crack on with it, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, here is the moment of truth to see if this will actually work. So, I think it's here. Right, field progress, it says only 89%, which is not a good sign, even though we've already delivered. Okay, let's just tag. Oh, maybe we are there. Tag. Oh, wow, it's right. Okay. 2 seconds away. Ooh, now we need to see. Okay, so it does say delivery progress 100, but let's just see what happens. Whoa. -9. I don't even know what percentage that could be. That is so many numbers. I don't know. Let's have a look at that. Hey, but it's working. It's absolutely working. It showed progress done. I'm just a bit concerned that it's not going to work properly. That's confusing. Because it said delivery progress -9 quadrillion whatever %. So I really don't know what's happened. But in good news is that it is accepting the hay in this fashion. So that is a very good sign. I'm going to head back and try and get another 1,000 litres and head back over to the sell point there and see what happens. My only concern is that it does say that the contract is only 89% complete. Let's try something. I'm going to just try this again. I know I've already tedded and all, but I just want to see, has it gone up? 89 still. What is missing? Is it all these small bits around the house and that? Because I can only get so bloody close. It must be. Oh no. Right, well if we end up getting stuck with this, then yeah, I don't know. I think I might have to I don't know, because I'm obviously getting paid for this contract. We've gone through all of this. I'm not going to get paid for this contract, but we might as well start from where we left off. So I'm going to get another 1,000 litres. I'll just do it quickly off camera to get it done, and then we'll head over to the sell point and see what is what. Alright, we're back here again with another 1,000 litres. It did not take very long to get 1,000 litres. It does not take very long. Right, so there it's going. What is it going to say now? Contract... Okay, so every time we come, it's... Oh, there we go, 32% transported. I don't like field progress being at 89%, though. That is problematic. Right, well... Yeah, I don't know. It's at 32, so I think the best thing to do... I would like to get this, at least one of these contracts sorted before the end of the episode. So, I think we might end up having to just quickly get another time-lapse going to wrap it up, because this will be what we do in the next episode as well. So I don't want to do too much of it now, and then loads of it later, because we will get Field 5 done as well, all done before... Well, we'll get it done in the next episode, but... if this brings us in money, it doesn't matter how long it takes, because we have no other way of making money, and so this is the way, really. This is the way. This is it. So yes, as you can see, it fills up really, really quickly, but we might as well get as much sorted as we can, so we'll crack on with it. Alright, so we have fully transported. We are getting money in. We got £93 from the harvest. Now, if we check the contract, we should be able to complete it, but I might get more of that hay. Oh, bugger. Field progress is still at 89, which means we can't collect the... Oh, no, that one's buggered as well. That's really something frustrating. Well, okay, at least we know we can make a bit of extra cash just by getting the rest of the hay done. But how do we complete the contract? Now, I'm in two minds about it. I'm either going to... Okay, ma'am, you've just crossed and crossed back. Not even at a proper crossing. Anyways, I would like to collect the rest of the hay that is there, because that's probably about maybe 1,000, 2,000 litres. We can probably get it in 2 more trips. So we might as well do that. But I can't understand where they're getting this 11% incomplete. Is it the grass there that's growing on the fence or under the fence? Because how are we supposed to get that? I'm not too certain. I feel like the contracts here are a bit bugged. So I think what I might do is I might try and cut that grass along the fence there as well, just to see what happens. In fact, I'll do that right now as soon as we're done this. Okay, so we'll go to here, lower the mower, and see if we can chop this. Oh, have I not lowered it? Oh, there we go. It's just I can't really get much closer than all that. But if it hasn't gone up from 89, then it really does mean that we are absolutely pooped for that. Yeah, 89. There's no way. There's just no way. So what I'll do is I'll come back for the rest of this hay. I'll get this dropped off. We'll probably get another maybe £100 or so bonus for this hay. But we're just gonna accept. We're just gonna have to. It's frustrating because I don't like having to do this, but I'd rather just collect the contract and be done with it. But in this case, I might have to cancel it and then get paid another way. But let's just unload this and see where we're at, because that is frustrating. Because then that means that this other field will be the same. However, it does kind of work out in our favor, because we don't have to, I guess, fully complete the contract, but we have to. That's frustrating. Anyways, how much are we getting here? Nice, £106. Big money from hay. Right, we've got one more load to do, I think, and then that is that. So all of this is extra. I really can't see... Mate, come on. As you can see as well, everyone really likes my lorry there. They keep staring at it. Just look at it. He's like full on just... Wow, nice truck, mate. Nice truck. Yeah, what about this here? Let's try this. Just to try something, because I feel like... I can't even get that bloody close. Can do, I just have to go very slow. 90, hey! Okay, what does that mean then? Does that mean we have to go around the outside of the house? Here, let's just... Oh my. Nope, it does not mean that. I don't know then. Yeah, I mean, I can't really get much closer than all that. So, maybe we'll just have to... It must be that grass there that's also on the fence, which again we can't really get. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call that contract complete as soon as we get this last bit here. Now I'm hoping that since the other yard that I'll be mowing and cutting here in just a moment, I feel as though that one is a bit more opened. There's only a small couple of areas that have fencing, although the hedge might have a collision, so it might struggle with that as well. I really hope that hedge doesn't have... Is it a hedge, though? Yeah, it looks like a hedge. Yeah, this one here really does look like a hedge, so hopefully we can get right up close to that, and we shouldn't have the same issue. But for this one, oh, bugger! Unbelievable. Absolute... Could you imagine? That I would have flown off the bloody... Unbelievable. Right, let's get this... Can you imagine? Then, right, this will be about £10. 11, beautiful. Right, so that for me is contract complete. It was kind of buggy from the beginning. It showed that we had already fully delivered, but this here, I mean, we just can't get any closer. We just cannot get any closer. So we're going to have to cancel it and pay in the 5109, which I have no problem doing. Let's just see what happens. 5109. It says failed, which I hate to see, but so collect 5109. So let's go in here, add 5109. Doesn't bother me at all because I did the job and got paid for it. Now we will just, we might wait until December to do this field because it is getting a bit dark now. So I'm just going to park up here and, yeah, leave that there for now. I'm sure they won't mind too much. But look at that. Our new Husqvarna riding mower with the bag attachment, the TS146XK. That sounds wicked. 1% damage and 25 litres of diesel. Very small compared to our other tractors, that's for certain. But I'm very pleased about this little purchase. And I think, I mean, look, we've already spent the money we had. We're already back past where we were. And we've got new kit. We've also, I'll just run down here as well, because we do have this new kit also, which I think I might shuffle down the way. I'm going to move the lorry out the way as well, just because these people are really struggling to just be here. Oh, hang on a minute, you bugger. There we go. Everyone's trying to ram me off the road. Anyway, we'll just park up here. That way no one has any issues. Pardon. And yeah, the other new thing is our Tedder. As you can see, we have it here on the back. The SIP, I believe it's a Slovenian or Slovakian company. But either way, it is very small but very effective. So yeah, we'll just park this up here as well because we will be in this yard in the next episode getting this field cut, hopefully without the same issues that we've had. But yeah, look at that. We officially have a second tractor. It's a small riding mower, but it's still a second tractor. So that is pretty cool. Right, well, this episode definitely went a different direction than I could have expected. We managed to get the weeding done. We got a weeder sold and a sprayer bought. We got a very small herbicide IBC as well, which is great. We've barely touched any of it. We got a brand new bit of kit in the Tedder, and of course in our brand new Husqvarna riding mower, which is going to do very well when it comes time to bigger mowing contracts. Yes, they might take a while, but we'll get paid for it, and then we'll be able to afford a brand new field. Very exciting stuff. Right, I hope you're enjoying Survival Challenge. This has definitely taken it to another level because of the opportunity that is presented. So I guarantee that things are really going to start kicking off now. And I can't wait to see where it goes. So I hope you're enjoying it. If you have enjoyed the episode, cheeky thumbs up really does help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.